real editing. Simply because it's my final day in Jesmond House. My last day. And I need to pack. But I really haven't got the time to pack, so I'm gonna try and answer as I go along. Not really too clued up on punishments. You'd have to think of something. Tackle is you putting that video in at the end because I hate you, but except for that. Second thing is that I'm probably going to vote Clyde, simply because if you vote for anyone else and you come from the area that we come from, you're basically wasting your vote, which isn't something I like to say in a democratic society, but you know. You had the chance to vote AV and yet you were all like, no, we don't want AV. We don't want a better political system that makes the vote fair for everyone and makes sure that everyone, you know, has the same standard for vote, and it's an easier way to judge actually which political party that people want in power. Yeah. Starting with the moral question, by the way, is a really douchebaggy move. I mean, that's pretty hardcore. I don't really think I can. I'll try my best though. What's the quote? Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Basically implies that no action is good or evil, but your own opinion of thinking about that action would therefore make it good or evil. Examples off the top of my head. Alan Turing during World War II, the man who invented the computer. What I'm using now. The modern computer anyway. I think some ancient guys got there way before him, but that was mechanically. We're talking electronically. I mean, he basically invented AIs. Going off topic. When they cracked Enigma, they had a dilemma of not being able to save anyone, even though they could. Like, they could save almost everyone on a daily basis, but they had to let hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people die in the hope that it would save millions and millions. That's quite a moral dilemma, and something that hopefully I would never have to pick or choose between. But I mean, is that a good action or a bad action? They basically got to decide who lived or died. That's something I would never want. I believe over the course of World War II, they shortened the year by several years and saved millions, and I think it was, I want to say 14 million people's lives. That's just over the course of the year. I mean, the advancement of computers and whatnot since has probably saved millions and millions more, if not hundreds of millions. Those lines again, man. So, I mean, yeah, but would those millions of lives be worth more than those hundreds? Going off a numbers game, I'm afraid I would have to agree with the decisions they made. Which is sucky. I'm not sure if sucky is a word, but what I'm going to do is, once I've given you a moral example, I'm then going to show you a book that I think you should read to help with your morals. Ooh, I know. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. Golding, yes, I read it backwards. Yeah, Golding. It's an awesome moral dilemma book, and one of the first books that I ever actually read. It's fantastic. Example number 2. Nelson Mandela was in prison for 26 years, I believe, on Robben Island. And then he came out and forgave everyone that put him there. Goes down in history as one of the greatest human beings of all time, but is that something that you would do? Something that typically everyone would do? I don't think most people would. I think it takes quite a certain type of individual to be able to do something like that. Might have been Ellis Island, I don't. So it was Robben or Ellis Island, I'm still kind of unsure. I feel absolutely terrible that I don't actually know the answer. I'm sorry. I can pick a book now, can't I? Book number 2! Blood Brothers. Again, another school book. I feel like I'm just sending you back to school. It's a fantastic book. It's actually a play, so if you can act it out. Next time you record this video, I want to see you acting out a scene from Blood Brothers, playing both parts of the scene, just you. That's a chant. I would also like you to give me the moral dilemmas in these books that I'm giving you. Example number 3 is quite an obvious one. You clearly pick Nagasaki or Hiroshima, the 2 atomic bombs that made the war finish earlier than it should have, because Japan wasn't going to surrender. However, I'm going to go down a different route. I'm going to go for the bombing of Dresden in Germany by the RAF. Dresden for... Actually, no, tell you what. You're going to Google it, and then you're going to tell me what you know about Dresden. And then you're going to respond to it. That's how we're going to do that. Because you're obviously such a massive William Shakespeare fan that I've never found out up until like the last video. Macbeth. That took so long to get into light. That was insane. Macbeth. Beth with an F. Not with an F. TH. And then I want to know what the moral dilemma is within the book. It should be pretty obvious, particularly this one. The other 2 maybe not too scary. Actually no, Lord of the Flies is pretty obvious as well. They pretty much write it out. Yeah, if you don't get the moral dilemmas in the book, you're pretty much stupid. Play the whole I don't have the books, by the way. There's a library at the end of your road. And I am the giant hairy monster. You're going to want to know what my stand is on your moral dilemma. Moral stance where something's good or bad. Try to avoid it by giving you those little 3 books and 3 examples of moral dilemmas and where you stand on them. But this is a pretty hardcore question to start off with, if I'm honest. It's pretty intense. I'm going to carry on packing and see what my brain pops up with. Is my heart prepared? No! I, Ultron, I will destroy everyone. Whilst I was thinking of packing my books, I noticed an Agatha Christie's novel by Poirot. Agatha Christie's Poirot novel that I've got. It's about Murder on the Orient Express. Alright, in your next video you're going to respond to where you stand on murder mystery books, because if you quite enjoy them, I'm going to recommend that you read it, but if you don't, then it's okay, because it's got a massive moral dilemma in it, but I can't really give you that to you without ruining the entire book. I don't want to ruin the book, particularly if someone's watching this and they haven't read it. I feel quite bad. Die, potato. Which one do you unlock to get them all out? This is the right way to do packing, by the way. Just in case anyone's wondering. You might not recognise it because it's so technically advanced to what you're used to in packing. And a partridge in a pear tree. That's that situation. And it's one in the morning. I wish I knew the word. Yeah, I just smell my shoes. 2 seconds. Moral dilemma you've given me for this question isn't really a moral dilemma, but more a show of the person's individual psychology. So, if you think that something's good or something's bad, it's your thinking, it's your opinion. It's your choice, not if it's good or bad. There are quite easy options. For example, go nativity play. Yeah. Nativity play. Going to see your kids at the nativity play is obviously quite a good thing to do. Then you have more difficult ones, like the ones that I gave you. For those 3 moral dilemmas, it doesn't really show the right choice or the wrong choice, or necessarily the good or the bad choice. Just your own version of good and bad. That's about as in-depth as I can go without someone retorting me. I don't really... Oh man, this is such a hard one. Now I need to get back to packing, finishing all of this. Got it. What you're going to do is you're going to tell me your opinion of my choice. I had a really good job that could have set me up for life. It paid ridiculously well. The benefits were outrageous, and in the country that we live, it could be determined as possibly the best job you could get. Base job, bottom job, like, you know, the best out of all the jobs that you could just walk into, basically. And when they offered me it full time, I basically said no, because I didn't actually like the work. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't making me happy. But should I have stuck at it and just made some more money and then moved on? Or should I have quit whilst I knew I wasn't happy? Bearing in mind now that I'm unemployed, have nowhere really I can live, and have no major plans. So what's your opinion on that? And that's basically me out. See ya. Real editing.